Yes. Um, I just want to make sure you understand these court rules. Right. Calling me after 60 days. Yeah. See, I was scheduled for a hearing on the 28th of September. You should have called me the next day and said, well, we rescheduled it for a week or two later or whenever, however it would have worked out. Right. But 60 days later, um, there seems to be a problem with court rules and the regulations. Now, the petitioner didn't actually wasn't named here. Yes, neither was I. Oh. The Second Amendment right, the equal and impartial justice system. As a respondent, I don't think it's very equal or impartial for the public defender to call me to have to give them a court date where I can go to a cell hearing. Yeah. So that you can have me admitted to a psychiatric facility so that you could administer psychotropic medication against my will for a crime that I didn't commit because the Port Angeles Police Department knows that I was in Port Angeles on June 16th of 2017. Yeah. And I've been sending them emails every day for the last year. Now, obviously, there's some terrorism going on. Yes. You seem to think that the judicial system is kind of your own personal piggy bank where you get paid to violate the laws and then the taxpayers pay you to do that? Uh, I exactly how the fuck is it that you're still employed? Sign the form. The judge will fill in the date and time the order was granted and sign his or her name. Um, it's in the court instructions that the petitioner has to sign the form. How is it possible that the judiciary doesn't understand the fraud of issuing court orders where the petitioner didn't sign it? Sign the bottom of the form. Um, you arrested me? Yes. On January 4th of no, yeah, it was January 4th of 2016 when I wasn't in Squim, Washington. When do you plan on admitting the evidence that I didn't commit any crimes? Or is it your big plan as law enforcement to completely deny any knowledge of any wrongdoing as if your covering up of your crimes is somehow going to keep you out of prison and will obstruct my right from suing you? Now, um, it's not a very good plan, Sheriff, to deny the evidence that I was in Port Angeles, Washington on January 4th of 2016. I was in Port Angeles, Washington on June 16th of 2017. Um, Papers that must be served. The following must be served on respondent before the 14-day hearing. Yes. Notice of the hearing if the temporary order is not issued. Yes. You have to serve the respondent. Oh, personal service. Judge Porter, do you not understand that due process requires that I have to have notice? Now, you've got to be the stupidest fucking judges in the United States of America. Do you understand that? You cannot not serve an American citizen before having court hearings. You had court hearings in 2011 without any jurisdiction of law. Oh, you did not serve me. You did not serve me. You did not serve me. You served me after you had issued a 1 year protection order when I was on probation on Guam and there was a no contact order included in the personal recognizance. You reissued a protection order while I was on trial. When I mentioned that you violated my right to privacy, both Commissioner Baisden and Commissioner Kniebs, neither one of them had any jurisdiction to have any knowledge of what was happening in my personal life. You issued it by minute order. Oh, now this personal service that you seem to think is not necessary, it's actually a law. The RCWs of the state of Washington. Now, you bumbling bunch of fucking idiots that call yourself cops. When I tell you you're going to prison, you're going to go to prison. Personal service is not only a law, it's constitutionally protected. You cannot deprive any party, yes, of any court hearing, yes, of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Oh, the respondent must be personally served with copies of the court documents. Oh, personally means that the respondent gets a copy of the papers. Now, for for some stupid reason, you sit there every fucking day for the last 3 years acting like you do not have to enforce constitutional guarantees. And then I keep involving more and more individuals. Yes. See, it says here, service must be made not less than 5 court business days prior to the hearing. Ooh, you didn't do that here. Yes, you didn't do that here. Yes, you didn't do that here. You didn't do that here. Oh, minute order. You didn't do that here. And then you, both William Knieves and Brent Baisden, had no legal authority or right to do what you were doing. My record was expunged, yes, from Guam, the moment that the verdict of the court was not guilty. Yes! And for some stupid fucking reason, you keep violating the laws. Now, you have to, service must be made not less than 5 court business days, right, prior to the hearing. You had no jurisdiction in 2011. You violated numerous laws in 2012 when you reissued the protection order. Yes. My record was expunged in 2012 as soon as it was not guilty. Yes. And then from then on, you keep violating the laws of the United States. Now, why are we employing such idiots? Pooch! No, I mean it. Pooch! You're the biggest fucking bunch of idiots any